Hello everyone, welcome to our new video lesson. It is 12.4. This lesson is called Billion Dollar Man. It's a video lesson. Let's have a look together. Work in groups and discuss the questions. Actually, we don't have any chance to work in groups right now, but at least we can read these questions and answer it. First, what's that? Is Formula One popular in your country? Why or why not? Who are the best known drivers? Actually, Formula One is so popular in our country because it was held in our country too. That's why it's so well known by anyone in our country. And most of the people can enumerate lots of drivers participating in this race. What type of person do you think can become a Formula One driver? Actually, we can say lots of features of this people, but let's say some words. For example, they should be so talented, brave, courageous, and so on. Read the program information and answer their questions. How old was Lewis Hamilton when he became a Formula One driver? Do you think Lewis is happy with his life? To tell the truth, we cannot answer these questions without reading this material. So let's read it together. And after reading that, we can answer these questions. BBC, Lewis Hamilton, Billion Dollar Man. Billion Dollar Man is a BBC documentary about Formula One driver Lewis Hamilton, who is a now celebrity. He started life as an ordinary British boy. He wasn't from a rich or amazingly talented family, but Louis and his father were always ambitious. Louis first found fame and glory by winning competitions with electric cars and their go-karts. His progression was fast. In his early 20s, he became a Formula One driver. Though young, he has already had a big impact on the sport. He has a great attitude. He always wants to win, but he's always smiling and polite. For this reason, sponsors love him and want to invest money in him. Luis says his life now is a dream come true. Match the words involved with the definitions 1-7 below. Let's firstly enumerate these words. What are they? Firstly, a celebrity, ordinary, ambitious, progression. Then what do we have here? Attitude, impact, and sponsors. What about definitions? Normal and common. It is ordinary. Next one. People or companies that pay to use someone in their advertisements. It is the word, which one? Sponsors. Wanting to be successful, of course, it is ambitious. This word, ambitious. Development. What is that? Development. It is progression. Next one. Feelings and opinions that you have about something. What is that? It is attitude. Then, a famous person. A famous person. It is a celebrity. Yes, it is a celebrity. And the last one, effect or influence that someone has. What's that? This one, an impact it is. Then, next part. I have to tell you that it's the most interesting part of this lesson. It is a video. Watch the DVD and answer the questions. Let's firstly read these questions because after watching that, it will be much more easy to find out the right answers to these questions. First, what type of people are usually involved in Formula One? What was he doing when he first appeared in a competition on TV? How old was he? Then, the last one. What was his ambition when he was a teenager? Why? Let's watch the video together, and after watching that, we'll say the right answers We'll reply these questions together. Let's watch it.
This is Lewis Hamilton, Formula One driver, model, celebrity, winner.
He has a face, an attitude, a style and a talent that the sponsors love.
Everybody's talking about Lewis Hamilton. Everyone wants to talk to me about Lewis Hamilton. I want to talk to them about Lewis Hamilton.
He's my new hero. He really is. He's a hero for loads of people.
I feel so passionate about his story, his progression and the impact he's made on Formula One.
This is the story of how Lewis Hamilton went from this to this. Formula One is all about speed. In this world, only the fastest survive. The season lasts from March to October, and it takes place in some of the world's richest locations. It's the sport of millionaires and heroes. Speed on the track, money in the bank, fame and glory. And nobody does it better than Lewis Hamilton, the billion-dollar man. A hero today, but where did it all start?
Cars like these are getting ready to compete in the World Championships. Somebody who's preparing for those very same championships is Lewis Hamilton, who's only 7 years old. But how long have you been racing cars for already, Lewis?
About a year.
So you must be pretty good at it. Is it easy to do?
No.
What do you have to do then?
This is the brake.
That's the brake. Oh, you need the brake.
And these are the steering.
That's your steering wheel, right and left. OK, now, do you think I'll be able to have a go?
Yeah.
You sure? Well, they're under starters orders for the Blue Peter Mini Grand Prix. 3, 2, 1, go! And I'm last already. Hope you like to do that. Screw back on the track. I'm going to be lapped. Hope it's been brought back on. And cars are over me all the time. And we have a winner. Who won the race? Lewis, well done. Congratulations.
The reason I want to be a Formula One driver is because it's got a lot of speed in it. When I saw the actual speed that they were doing, it was amazing because you don't actually think about it when you're watching TV. And my car feels really powerful when I'm in it, but imagine being in the Formula One car. Must be very powerful. That.
Lewis Hamilton has won 4 British go-karting championships. Now he says he wants to be World Formula One champion by the time he's 20.
My ambition is to get to Formula One, definitely. I enjoy the speed. I like to be with all the big guys, and I like to be making lots of money.
After go-karting, Lewis moved on to Formula 3, which is 2 levels below Formula 1. Formula 3 is fast, dangerous, and full of young, ambitious drivers. The best of the drivers are seen by Formula 1 managers. And Lewis, of course, was the best. After 2 years of winning everything, he moved up to the next level, and then to Formula 1.
It's so different to what I'm used to. Before I was just a driver, but now it seems to change absolutely everything, and it's just an unreal feeling. It's my dream come true, basically.
Now it is time for doing these exercises, because we watched and now we know the right answers for these questions. What type of people are usually involved in Formula One? These people should be or often are millionaires and heroes. Next one. What was he doing when he first appeared in a competition on TV? How old was he? He was racing electric cars. and at that time he was 7. The last one. What was his ambition when he was a teenager, and why? He wanted to be a Formula One champion before he was 20. He likes the speed and to be with all the important big guys and making lots of money. Let's have a look. This one. Watch the DVD again and number A, F in the order you hear them. If you want to watch it again, you can use the advantage of YouTube because you can use this video for watching it again. But now I don't want to waste this time and to demonstrate this video again because you can watch it by the help of YouTube. I'll read us the right answers for you. What can be the first one here according to the video? The first one is F. Everybody is talking about Lewis Hamilton. Everybody wants to talk to me about Lewis Hamilton. I want to talk to them about Lewis Hamilton. It's the first one. What about the second one? It is B. He is my new hero. He really is. He's a hero for lots of people. What is the next one? C it is. The third. I feel so passionate about his story, his progression, and the impact he's made on Formula One. Which one is the fourth? It is A. Someone who's preparing for those very same championships in Lewis Hamilton, who is only 7 years old. Next one is E. Lewis Hamilton has won 4 British go-karting championships. Now he says he wants to be world Formula One champion by the time he is 20. Next one is, and of course the last one is D. Before I was just a driver, but now it seems to change absolutely everything, and it's just an unreal feeling. Here we have a question for you. You can stop the video after reading this question and answer it for yourself. Why do you think people say Lewis Hamilton is a hero? Does he seem like a hero to you? So stop the video here and answer the question. Actually, we've got 2 questions. You have to answer them. And after answering them, you can go on with our video. Let's read it. Here we have listening task. While listening this, be attentive because it's about dreams and ambitions, and we have to check the questions. Exactly those ones were answered by him. Let's read these questions. Where did you grow up? Then, when you were younger, did you dream of doing a particular job? What or who inspired you to do this? Did you have a teacher or someone to help you to learn a special skill? Have you achieved any of your dreams? What did you do? Let's listen and find out.
Unit 12. Recording 5.
I'm 28 and I live in South Wales. I've grown up here. My dream began from an early age. I always used to Dad's records on a Sunday afternoon. And the music really excited me.
I want to open it again because
I knew I wanted to be...
Unit 12. Recording 5.
I'm 28 and I live in South Wales. I've grown up here. My dream began from an early age. As a child, I always used to listen to my dad's records on a Sunday afternoon. And the music really excited me. I knew I wanted to be a rock star. As a teenager, I had music idols: Jimi Hendrix, Keith Moon, Jim Morrison, Nick Drake. Many of them died before they were 27. It made me think that I had to do something about my dream before it was too late. When I was 15, I bought myself a second-hand drum kit. I joined bands and we played concerts. And then I started to write songs. I played all the time. I played for pleasure. I played for money. I played when I was angry. It was like everything I ever wanted. But although we had songs on the radio, we never got famous. I don't know when my dreams started to change. But at 28, it was like I woke up and I realised there was something else. I was watching my son grow up, to have his own dreams and ambitions. I woke up to my family and my friends. I still play, but it's just for fun because I'm 28 now and it's time to live.
Unit.
Now we know the right answer to this exercise. We have to put tick to this question. To the first one, where did you grow up? To the second question, when you were younger, did you dream of doing a particular job? Then to this one, what or who inspired you to do this? And the last one, have you achieved any of your dreams? What did you do? Here we have key phrases. I think these are too important for you to improve your English. Let's have a look. I always wanted to be we can add here our own idea. I always wanted to be a doctor, for example. As a child, I always used to play a football game with my friends, like this. It started with a dream, or my dream began when I was a child. I thought it would be nice to realize your dreams, or I spent a lot of time for practicing, for example. As I grew up, I realized I can make it the reality of my life. For example, I enumerate here my own ideas, and of course, you can use your own thoughts. I changed my mind. For example, when I confronted some troubles, in the end, I decided to be a journalist or something like that. Next part is related to writing. Really nutty, but let's have a look. Read the BBC website and answer the questions. What did Damien want to be as a child? What does he want to do now? Let's read. Reflections, childhood ambitions. How have your childhood ambitions changed? We asked people the following questions. What were your childhood ambitions? What do you do now? And what do you hope to become in the future? Damien, 31, Slovenia. As a child, I always wanted to be a teacher. Now I have achieved that dream. I teach geography, history, art, and sociology to 12, 15-year-old students at a secondary school here in Ljubljana. I love working with children. It's much better than an office job. But now I'm planning a career change. I'm going back to college and I'm going to study to become a lawyer. I'd like to work in international law. Let's answer these questions. What did Damien want to be as a child? As a child, he wanted to be a teacher. What does he want to do now? Now he wants to go back to college to study to become a lawyer. Write a comment for the website about your childhood ambitions using the model. Answer the questions below. What were your childhood ambitions? What do you do now? And what do you hope to become in the future? So you can write your own answers like this. And you can ask your teacher to help you to check how successful you are while writing this one. Now it's time to do these exercises. Complete the text with the word in the box. Let's complete this together by the help of words given in the box. What are the words in the box? Role, actors, extras, director, thriller, star, and scene. Let's complete this. My favorite film this year was Zero Game, the latest thriller by director He Dong. Who is that? I don't know. He has several well-known Chinese actors and one real star, Limu Bei, who plays the role of the policeman who has to catch a thief. John Fat. Limu Bei is brilliant. In the best scene, he chases John Fat across the city on a motorbike, watched by thousands of extras. So interesting. Next exercise is related to reported speech. Let's do it together again. First, I'm too old for this. So he said he was too old for this. 2. It's a strange world. So he said it was a strange world. 3. Where we are going, we don't need roads. He said where they were going, they didn't need roads. 4. I can see now. What is the answer? He said he could see. Not now, of course. He could see at that time. But often we can use now there. The last one. It's too bad she won't leave, but then again, who does? What's the right answer? Let's fill this part. He said it was too bad she wouldn't leave, but then again, who did? Next exercise. It's about suffixes. Complete the questions with the correct suffix. Let's complete this together. What's the most dangerous thing you've ever done? Have you been anywhere wonderful recently? Where did you go? Then, 3. When was the last time you had a family celebration? What was the reason? 4. Have you ever met someone famous? Who? 5. Which would you prefer to be, a politician or a musician? Why? Are you successful in your work or studies? Why or why not? Next one is related to a second conditional. Let's do it. If I didn't have to work tonight, I would take you out. This one. She would be very upset if I lost her scarf. This one. It's a question. If you was able to do any job in the world, what would you choose? 4. If I lived on a desert island, I would be perfectly happy. 5. You wouldn't say that if you know. So we use it in the past. If you knew more about it. And the last one, they would be ideal partners if they didn't argue so much. Here we have next exercise, but we have to complete it for ourselves. If I lived until I was 20 years old, it is up to you. What would you do? If I met a good-looking man or a good-looking woman this evening, then let's complete this for ourselves. Then if I lived in a bigger house, blah, 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 it is up to you. If I had more time, let's add here what we would do. And if I had to get a new job, add your own idea. If I was a famous film star, I would blah, blah, blah. You have to use here future simple and the past. I mean, you have to add here something used by the help of auxiliary verb would. Next one, it is related to requests and offers. I mean, this is related to function. So let's underline the correct alternatives to complete the requests and offers. Let's complete this. First one, would it be possible to see the exhibition? 2, would you like me to buy a ticket for you? 3, would you be able to arrange dinner? 4, could you recommend a bar? 5, shall I call you a taxi? 6, do you want me to get you a seat? Do you want me to get you a seat? And the last one, I'd like to visit the museum. Imagine your wildest dreams have come true. You have $50 million and a personal concierge. What would you like? Think of 3 things or choose from the box. Go shopping alone at midnight, buy a private island, hold a peace conference, buy a painting, meet your hero, buy a famous building, fly into space. So you can choose one of these or 3 of these. It is up to you, and you can add here your own ideas. So try to use your creativity. I'd like to demonstrate you this video podcast, and I think it's really interesting. Let's have a look and let's watch it together. Just a minute. Let's watch it.
I like reading about famous people and finding out about their lives. But I wouldn't want to be famous myself. I'm happy being a normal person doing a normal job. How do you feel about fame? Would you like to be famous?
Oh, I would love to be famous.
Not particularly. I like to keep to myself. I'm a fairly private person.
No, I wouldn't like to be famous.
No, I don't think I'd like to be famous. I think I would, but not too famous.
No.
No.
No, I wouldn't like to be famous. I think that people are too obsessed with fame, too interested in fame these days.
It's not something I actively look for, no.
I'm not sure about that. I would like to be a bit famous, but I wouldn't like to be really famous because you just don't have time on your own anymore.
I'm not sure. I think it's very easy to get obsessed with the good things that fame can bring, like the free gifts and the doors opening for you and all that kind of side of things.
When I was younger, I used to want to be an actor, and thought, yeah, being famous would be great. But now, I'm not so bothered.
What would you like to be famous for?
I'd like to be famous for doing something new and exciting.
These days, I'd like to be famous for doing something worthwhile, I think, for either sort of charitable work.
Maybe being a model.
I'd like to be well known as a graphic designer, but that's not real fame. If I were to be famous, I would like to be famous for an amazing invention, I think, or for perhaps a medical cure, something to cure cancer.
I suppose directing films, if I was going to be famous for anything, that would probably be what I'd like to be famous for.
I prefer to be anonymous. I like anonymity when I'm in the street.
Which famous person would you most like to meet?
I'd love to meet Barack Obama. At the moment, I'd probably like to meet the President of the United States, Barack Obama.
Maybe Misha Barton, because she does loads of different things and I think she's really pretty and I like her style.
I'd like to meet Bob Dylan. I really like his music. I don't know what I'd say to him, but I think I'd like to meet him.
Famous person I would most like to meet, probably quite vacuous. It'd probably be Johnny Depp or somebody like that, because he's really good looking.
I would like to meet Johnny Depp because I enjoy his movies a good deal.
I think I'd like to meet Reynold Fiennes, just generally because of what he's done, his sort of Arctic exploration and the fact that he's been able to go where other people haven't.
I'd love to meet a famous explorer. If he was still alive, I would really like to meet Edmund Hillary.
I would like to meet the Dalai Lama and Fidel Castro.
So it is end of our lesson. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new from this lesson. Try to take care. Bye-bye.